Good evening, welcome to my live. Today we are going to talk about WWE figures, and one of the figures that I have with me in my collection is my all-time favorite, The Undertaker. So he's my favorite WWE action figure, The Undertaker, and we are going to talk about him. Like The Undertaker debuted in WWE back in 1990 at Survivor Series, and his career span over for almost about 3 decades. He retired in 2020 at Survivor Series. So if I talk about this Undertaker action figure, this was gifted to me by my brother from America, and he has given this to me back in 2019. And if I talk about this particular action figure of the Undertaker, this Undertaker is from 2017, and the pack in which it came, it was from a WrestleMania 33 action pack, and I could find his hat, the hat of the Undertaker. I couldn't find his armband, which the Undertaker usually wears on the left hand side, and then I could find this trench coat, which the Undertaker wears. So this is the iconic trench coat that he started to wear from the 90s, and we are also going to make sure that this Undertaker also wears everything right away from the start. So if I talk about this particular trench coat, it is very cool. It is the quality is very nice, and it looks similar to the original one that the original Undertaker wears. So we have 4 to 5 things in store with us. First, this trench coat of the Undertaker, then the action figure of this Undertaker, then we have this particular hat, which is a cowboy hat, but usually black in color, which the Undertaker wore, and this armband that Undertaker usually wore on the left hand side while wrestling in the matches. So if I talk about the Undertaker was the hero of WrestleMania. If I talk about, he held a record for about 21 straight wins in WrestleMania, which was ended by Brock Lesnar back in 2014. And his last match was against AJ Styles in 2020 pandemic, and it was a cinematic match after which he announced his retirement. And if I talk about more WWE articles, I have this WWE Championship with me, and I bought this championship back in 2011. So it is broken now, but I have this replica of the original one which John Cena introduced back in 20 I believe 2008 or 9, and I have this WWE championship from 2011. It was gifted to me by my mother. And if I talk about other WWE things, I have the slam attacks as well. I have quite a collection with me. So if I talk about this particular Undertaker figure, right now we can see that this Undertaker has a hat as well. So if you see, this is how it looks, the Undertaker without the trench coat as of now, and he's generally just wearing the hat. And now we also have this armband, which will make sure that this Undertaker wears on the left hand side of his arm. And it was quite famous back in the day when the Undertaker used to scare the other wrestlers while wearing everything that this Undertaker have. And then we'll make sure that this Undertaker wears this trench coat, and first we'll make sure that the armband is tightly fit on his arms. Undertaker usually have a lot of tattoos on his body. If you can see that this Undertaker, we have the armband on the left hand side. This Undertaker is ready. Now we'll remove the hat for some time. We'll make sure that this Undertaker wears the trench coat first. Okay, just give me a second. Here we are. The Undertaker is getting ready now for a WrestleMania match. Just give me a minute. I'll make sure that he wears it right away. So here we go. Now you can see that this Undertaker is ready with the trench coat and with the armband. So if I talk about this particular thing, if you can see, this is just like the original Undertaker. This is coming right to the bottom, like just like it is touching the ground with his foot. So if I talk about the particular hat, now we have completed this Undertaker. If you can see this action figure, and then I also would like to make you see this WWE Championship replica that I have. This was introduced by John Cena. It was known as a spinner belt. If I talk about this WWE Championship, it was known as a spinner belt back in those days. John Cena introduced this, and now we can see that this Undertaker is ready. And if you can see that this was the iconic moment that he used to, one hand at the back and one hand at the hat, and he used to remove it. Right. So I'll also create a shot on this Undertaker doing different moves from the entry and to the next level of you know doing some article things. And here you can see that this Undertaker is standing right now. This is the action figure that I have right now. And if I talk about this particular championship, if you can see, I have created a separate video about this particular championship. We'll make sure that the Undertaker is right here with us. So I have created a particular video about this WWE championship, Monday Night Wars, and here it was written as a WWE champion. So whosoever was becoming WWE champion back in the day when this championship was there, they used to put the name on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side the logo was there, and the middle as well the name was reflecting here right away under the champ thing. So I used to wonder how they do this, how they remove everything from the plate and make it customized as to the wrestler. So I got to know that just behind the back of this championship there were nuts. You can see that there are nuts. They used to open this nuts, and then this championship was ready for the wrestlers. The Undertaker never held this championship. The championship was held by many wrestlers like cmpunk, John Cena, Randy Orton, Sheamus. If you can let me know any other wrestlers which I'm forgetting, you can also let me know. It was also worn by Alberto Del Rio and Randy Orton as well, if I remember. Yes, these were the wrestlers whom I remember who wore this particular WWE Championship belt. And if I talk about The Undertaker never held this belt. The Undertaker always wore the World Heavyweight Championship belt, which was known as the Big Gold in WWE back in 2010 and 11. And then it was retired by The Rock, who won it the last time from CM Punk at 2013 Royal Rumble match. He won this thing from CM Punk, and the very next Monday Night Raw, he retired this championship. You might say that this championship is broken now because I have kept this championship with me from about 13 years. I am keeping this championship with me. The W logo which was there inside is also kept with me. I'm not able to find it. Once I'll be able to find it, I'll fix it here, and then we'll try to spin it and make sure that you guys also being able to watch that, how I'm able to spin that particular W in this. And if I talk about the Slam Attacks collection, I also have a book in which I not only collected the Slam Attacks, but I also collected the cricket attacks as well. So I was talking about this particular championship. This was quite famous amongst children because it was John Cena was always a kid favorite wrestler, I would say. He's a all-time favorite, I would say, to be more precise, and he's a 16-time world champion, and out of which those 16 world championship, he has won this WWE championship multiple times, and fans love it. Whenever John Cena wore this championship, fans loved it that John Cena is wearing this, and this championship always belonged to John Cena because this was a sign that John Cena is owning WWE. He's carrying WWE on his back. But if I talk about this particular wrestler, this is my all-time favorite, The Undertaker. And if I talk about his career span, his career almost spanned over 3 decades to be precise. 30 years he has entertained us all. He has not only entertained me, but he has entertained our brothers, our elder brothers, our father, and sometimes my uncle used to tell me that, Undertaker was introduced in his prime. My uncle used to tell me that. So I was not very sure that my favorite wrestler, Undertaker, was one of my favorites of my uncle as well back in those days in early 90s. But then we used to saw that The Undertaker won the 2007 Royal Rumble match as well. And then he went on to win the World Heavyweight Championship 7 times. And if I talk about this iconic way of, removing the Undertaker's hat, he just used to do this and just used to hold one from the back and one from the front. And then he just used to, take out his hat like this. And if I can be able to wear it like this, he just used to do like this. And you also how iconic it does look when the Undertaker used to remove the hat like this, and you can see. And then he used to scare the other wrestlers not only in normal matches but inside steel cage or inside Hell in a Cell as well. Especially the one, if I remember, the first Hell in a Cell match that I watched for Undertaker was back in 2010. It was against his brother Kane for the World Heavyweight Championship back in 2010. Night of Champions, I believe, or Hell in a Cell, maybe. So, this is how this Undertaker, remove his hat, if you can see. like one hand at the back, as I've told you. He just used to do this, and then he just used to take out like this. And if I also talk about the different moves, then he used to, take out his trench coat like this, and angrily he used to take out his trench coat. The way I'll show you. Just give me a minute. The way, and this way he was ready for the match. Once he is ready, and he used to, hold the other wrestlers. Sorry, first he used to, turn on the lights like this as well. This way he used to turn on the lights while wearing the trench coat, and he used to he used to make his hand move upwards, and the lights were turned on. So this way, he used to scare every other wrestler, and then he used to do this signature move as well, like this, rest in peace. Like from both the hands, he used to do this rest in peace, and after that, I'll also make a video that he'll do the walking and everything, and then he used to hold opponents from here, from the right hand side, to give them a chalk slam, and after that he used to hold them like this for a tombstone pile driver in this way. He used to do this. If you can see from the left hand side, he used to do this, and it was tombstone time. Then he used to collect the hands of the opponent, and then like this way he used to count 1, 2, 3, and then at the last he used to just look at the crowd, and on one knee he used to like do this. His celebrating style was like this. Or if I do that from the right hand side, his like, yeah, this was his style of appreciating the wrestlers, and I usually saw that in WrestleMania, after beating Shawn Michaels, Triple H, in simultaneously beating both of them. So he used to do like this. He used to sit on one knee, and he used to look upwards in the sky, make sure that his hand go up, and he used to celebrate his win like this, the Undertaker, and the fireworks going in the background, the pyro thing which we usually say. And the only thing which I missed in this was that the Undertaker should have won this WWE Championship once in his life. He has battled for this championship before as well. If I remember, it was Elimination Chamber 2009 or 10. The Undertaker was the last man to be there with Triple H. But Triple H won that match, and The Undertaker lost this championship. He was having the opportunity to win this inside Elimination Chamber match, but at last Triple H beat him. And this was the only thing which I regret. I should have, not missed seeing in my life. The Undertaker should have won this championship. This would have looked more cool on The Undertaker's waist. And one thing that I remember was Undertaker won the WWE Championship. Back then, it was a eagle, winged eagle championship was there. It was not this particular spinner belt. It was a winged eagle championship which was there. And I wish I could have seen him just waving like this, especially against Sting, because that was a dream match that I wished I could have seen against Sting. And WWE had a fair opportunity to make that match happen in WrestleMania 31, when Sting returned to WWE, and he battled Triple H, and the returning Undertaker was battling Bray Wyatt at that WWE WrestleMania 31. So I believe WWE had a fair chance to make that thing happen at that point of time. Imagine, there was the icon Sting battling for WCW, and there was the icon The Undertaker. What match it would have been, battling for this particular WWE Championship, if this championship would have not retired. Just imagine what would happen if The Undertaker was battling for this championship against this Sting, the icon Sting. It would have been the two cornerstones of WWE and WCW battling each other, and I'm sure Vince McMahon at that point of time would have made sure that his favorite, The Undertaker, should have won that match at WrestleMania 31. And I still believe that, last year Sting announced his retirement from AEW and signed a legendary deal with them. But I still feel if Sting ever comes back to WWE within the next 1 or 2 years, The Undertaker still looks in good shape. The Undertaker can still go and wrestle around for 15 to 20 minutes match, and the promos will going to burn out everything. We can see when The Undertaker returned at WrestleMania last year, WrestleMania 40, and came and choke slammed The Rock, the final boss. The pop was louder than anything. I've never seen such a pop in those 2 nights of WrestleMania when The Undertaker came back to choke slam The Rock, the final boss. The pop was larger. We were expecting Stone Cold Steve Austin, but we saw The Undertaker there helping Cody Rhodes to win the WWE Championship from Roman Reigns. Apart from that, this is the same hat that I just shown you that the Undertaker was wearing, and the Undertaker left all his gears back in WrestleMania 33 when he lost to Roman Reigns. We all thought it was done. We all thought his career was over, but then he came back again to the next WrestleMania battling John Cena, and it was a squash match. Everybody expected to be a good match. Even The Undertaker gave the interview later on in which he mentioned that he was prepared for a match for about 15 to 20 minutes, but the match was a squash match. It ended in 5 to 10 minutes. The Undertaker beat John Cena at WrestleMania 34 in about 5 minutes. But we were expecting a good match there from Vince McMahon, and The Undertaker was quite disappointed that he was not able to deliver what was expected out of him because he was looking healthy, he was looking agile, and he was looking to the best of his abilities that he could wrestle a proper match because he was returning after a year. He had a terrible match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 33 where we all thought that his career was over, but then he made a strong comeback again at WrestleMania 34 and beat the hell out of John Cena in those 5 minutes. And then he went on to wrestle several matches in that particular year. He went on to face Rusev in the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia in 2018 in a casket match. Then he went on to wrestle Triple H in greatest showdown, Super Showdown in Australia, Melbourne, in 2018. And then he went on to face Triple H and Shawn Michaels in a tag team match against the Brothers of Destruction at Crown Jewel 2018. And then the next year he faced Roman Reigns and he faced Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre against Roman Reigns, and then he went on to face Goldberg. So these were the matches which were quite iconic, had quite iconic names, but were not up to the mark that they were believed. And I still feel that The Undertaker can wrestle one more match. We have seen several podcasts of The Undertaker in which he mentioned that he would love to step into the ring again for one more match. But we all know that his heart does allow him to go and wrestle there, but his minds tell him that he is done. The Undertaker can't wrestle anymore. But I still believe that who knows that at WrestleMania 41 we can see The Undertaker giving us a match of a lifetime because it is expected that Brock Lesnar might return in 2024 Royal Rumble, and it is also possible that we might expect The Rock to also appear at WrestleMania Night 2 against Cody Rhodes, and we also expect CM Punk to go against either Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins to complete his feud and to be a world champion main eventing WrestleMania. That he wanted to finish the story last year, but he didn't due to some injuries. So this was all about The Undertaker, and I hope you liked this video because I'm going to share a shot as well with The Undertaker's entry and a proper video about this particular WWE Championship belt. I'm going to share that with you all. So stay tuned to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel, comment on it and share it as much as you can because you are going to get lovely videos not only about these wrestling figures but also about different things. My channel not only gives you some music videos or some videos about dancing. It gives you the video about entertainment, and entertainment can include anything from the sports world to this professional wrestling world as well. So please subscribe to my channel, hit on the like button, share and comment about this particular live, how did you like it, and you can check out my other videos as well on the account. We'll make sure that we provide you the content that you're looking for on the internet which you can enjoy for a larger period of time, and that is full of the amazing content that you are looking. And next time I'm going to make sure that I'm bringing another thing on live which might entertain you because I have a hell lot of collections with me about different things from my childhood which might entertain you and give you a flashback of your own childhood. And please stay connected on my Instagram as well. You can find it on my YouTube channel description. You can find about my Instagram as well. And then I'm going to come back with these additional figures again. I'm going to buy a World Heavyweight Championship soon or Undisputed Championship as well, and I'll keep that with one of my a different thing I have as well. I'll show you one day. So this was all about this Undertaker and the WWE Championship that I've just shown you. Next time I'm also going to make sure that I show you my slam attacks collection as well. Till then, thank you so much for watching my live session. Take care. Bye bye.